Do you ever wonder what happens to a man when the world stops noticing him? That's the question that haunted Omar Farid every single morning. There was a time when everyone in his city knew his name. Omar, the celebrated architect, the man who turned grey buildings into dreams. Newspapers interviewed him. Students admired him. Clients waited months just for a meeting. His phone never stopped ringing. But now, at 61, it barely buzzed. The world he helped build had somehow outgrown him. The change had come, slowly, almost kindly at first. A few missed calls, fewer invitations, a polite going in a new direction. From a client he'd worked with for decades. Then suddenly, it was as if someone had erased his name from the map of relevance. His firm hired younger faces, sharper, faster, fluent in the new digital tools. They called him Ustad Omar, with respect, but their smiles were lined with pity. He still went to the office, but the meetings didn't need his voice anymore. His ideas were classic, his designs dated, and one evening, he overheard a young intern whisper, "Why doesn't he just retire?" That whisper hit harder than any illness could. At home, the silence grew thicker. His daughter Layla had moved abroad. His wife Samira was kind but distant, lost in her own world of friends, prayers, and quiet routines. Even the house he had designed himself felt unfamiliar everywhere he looked. The world seemed faster, younger, louder, and he was fading. One rainy afternoon, Omar walked through the city center. He stopped in front of a glass tower, one of his earliest masterpieces. The company had renovated it recently. His nameplate was gone from the entrance, replaced by someone else's. He stood there for a long time, watching people enter a building that used to carry his signature. Nobody looked at him. Nobody knew who he was. That night, he couldn't sleep. He sat by the window, staring at his reflection in the dark glass. The city lights flickered behind him, like memories refusing to die. "I gave this world everything I had," he whispered, "so why does it feel like it doesn't need me anymore?" Weeks passed. Omar stopped visiting the firm. He spent his days watering plants, reading old design journals, and staring at unfinished sketches. The fear had become real now. The fear of irrelevance, not dying, not aging, but disappearing, while still alive. Then, one day, a knock at the door. It was a young woman, a university student holding a notebook. "Are you Omar Farid?" she asked shyly. He nodded. "I found your old project in the archives," she said. "Your designs inspired my thesis. I just wanted to thank you and ask if you could look at my work." Something in his chest shifted. He invited her in. They spent hours going through her designs. Her ideas were fresh, bold but full of heart. She reminded him of himself, decades ago, when everything felt possible. For the first time in years, Omar felt useful. Over the next few weeks, she returned and brought her friends. Soon, his quiet home became a little studio, alive with sketches, discussions, laughter, and learning. Omar began teaching them not how to draw lines, but how to dream between them. He told them stories of buildings that carried emotion, not just function. Word spread. More students began visiting. One of them created an online page, learning from Master Omar Farid. His name, once forgotten, started appearing again, but this time not in headlines or awards. It appeared in gratitude, in inspiration, in young minds carrying his lessons forward. Months later, Omar stood once again in front of that same glass tower. This time, he didn't feel bitterness. The reflection in the glass showed an older man, yes, but one whose light had shifted direction, not disappeared. He smiled quietly. Maybe, he thought, the fear of being irrelevant comes only when we forget how much we've already given. Moral. Relevance isn't about staying in the spotlight, it's about leaving light behind. The world may stop calling your name, but if your work, your kindness, or your wisdom continues to live in others, you never truly fade. The fear of irrelevance